How to draft a perfect basic sleeve. Stay tuned. Good day, soulmate. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to draft a basic sleeve, okay? A perfect basic sleeve. So first of all, I have my starting point here. So I just came down by half an inch all through to this place as my starting point. Then the next thing is to get my calf height, okay? How do you get your calf height? You divide your bust measurement by 12, then you had 1 inch. So I'm working with bust 49 divided by 12, so plus 1 inch. So I'll just have my 5 inches here. Bust 49 divided by 12, I will have 4.09, so plus 1 inch I have 5.09. So I'll just use 5, okay? So I'll use 5 as my cap height for this sleeve and drafting. So from a starting point, I would draw my cap height throughout to this place. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? From the starting point, I'll come down by 5 inches as my cap height. Don't forget how to get your cap height. Divide your bust measurement by 12, then you add 1 inch to it because everybody does different measurements. You can't use the same cap height that you use for for another person. So the perfect way of getting your cap height is to divide it by what? By 12. Okay? You divide it by 12, then add 1 inch to it. Okay? So after that, then I will have my hairball line from my starting point. My hairball line for this client is 16. Okay, because she's a little bit chubby. So 16, 16 from my starting point, 16 inches. Okay, that's my hairball line. Okay, and my full length, okay, from the armhole to the wrist here, my full length for the client is 23, 23. Okay, 23. So from my starting point, I have my 23 here, my 23 here. Okay, then I will connect 23, then I will connect. Okay, so I'm going to connect it. Thereafter, I'll use my marker to trace it out so you can see the first sleeve length of my client. Okay, the first sleeve length is 10. Okay, so from my starting point here, 10 inches. That's the first sleeve length. That short sleeve length is 10. Okay, so I'm going to draw that as well here. 10 inches, 10 inches. Then I will connect. Let's connect. You divide your armhole by 2. So armhole divided by 2. So this is it here, right here, the armhole of the client. So I'll connect it like this. From here, I'll draw a straight line from here to this starting point at the edge here. Okay, so let me just draw this with a marker so you can see it clearly. These are starting point, our cap height, the first sleeve length, this is the first sleeve length, the hairball line, this is the hairball line. So you have to measure the hairball line of your client, okay? So, and this is the sleeve length, the full sleeve length, the last sleeve length. Then this is what I did here. I divided my armhole on the cap height. Divide your armhole by 2. So I have this. Then you connect it to this edge here on the starting point here. So after connecting, you divide this line by 2 from here to here. Okay? So I'm going to divide it by 2. So this is it. I'm going to divide it by 2, by 2, by 2. Then I'll create a mark here. Then on this spot, I will come up by half an inch. On this line, I'll come up by half an inch. Half an inch. You divide it by 2, then you come up by half an inch. So I'm going to connect first with my pencil. You can use a curve ruler to connect it like this. Connect like this. Like this. like this. Then the other side, you connect like this. The other side, you connect like this. It will curve that edge, that curved edge. So you connect like this. Good. So you just correct it with any, use a marker to correct any sharp edge. We don't want to have sharp edge. Okay. So I'm going to show you how it looks like right here. Okay. So I'm connecting this, because I don't want to have any sharp edge. Okay, so this is how it looks. Let's just trace it out like this. Okay. So our basic sleeve is ready, almost ready. Okay. So I'm going to measure the armhole. The armhole. So the normal armhole here is here. So it stops here. Plus 1 inch. Plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Okay. Plus 1 inch sewing allowance. So you may decide to add the sewing allowance right here, or better still on the fabric. Okay. Plus 1 inch sewing allowance. So I have my 1 inch sewing allowance here. Okay. So, or if I don't want to add 1 inch, I can just stop here. So I'm stopping right here. Here. 1 inch sewing allowance. Okay. My first sleeve length is 16 divided by 2, that's 18, plus 1 inch sewing allowance. 1 inch sewing allowance. Okay. So the elbow line, the round sleeve of the elbow line is 12 divided by 2, have 6 here, plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Okay. And the sleeve, the hand sleeve length is 10. That's the last sleeve length is 10 divided by 2, 5, plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Okay. So I'm going to connect. So first of all, I'll connect this way. Connect this way. Okay. 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 So my sleeve is ready. Can you see it? My sleeve is ready. It's ready. It's ready. It's ready. Okay. So this is a basic sleeve. Okay. So just correct any sharp edge. You don't want any sharp edge on your this thing. So I'm going to cut it out. Then you see how it looks like. I'm going to cut it out. So this is the first sleeve length. The cap height. Let me just write the cap height. The cap height. Then this is the cap. This is the cap height. This is the first sleeve length. First sleeve length. This is the elbow line, and this is the last sleeve length. Last sleeve length. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna call this. So these are sleeves. So you can place on your fabric and cut. Don't forget, you already added your sewing allowance. We didn't start adding sewing allowance, but we didn't add sewing allowance at the beginning. On the drafting, you can add it on the fabric. Okay. So try this out. Try this out. This is beautiful.